Hey, what's up, friends? It's Tracy. Thanks for hanging out. I thought it'd be fun to do a behind the scenes because I'm going to be doing a lot of filming this week since I'm off for Thanksgiving break. You guys are going to be seeing this video much later on, but I thought that it would be really interesting to kind of do what does it look like behind the scenes to do filming and editing and stuff like that. And I kind of wanted to show y'all what this looks like. I'm not on my mic, so if my audio sounds a little bit different, just because there's going to be a ton of different clips, and honestly, trying to match audio with video is one of the, in my opinion, most challenging things. I don't know, people who edit their videos look wild. I do not understand that. I am not this, professional YouTuber who just does all these cool things. It's just not who I am. So, also, I'm a little bit sick, so if you hear that in my voice, I've been on and off sick, and it's just been, the worst thing ever. Dude, working with kids, love them, but it's just, germs everywhere. It is the thing, but I wanted to kind of show y'all my desktop and my notebook and all this kind of stuff, so let's hop into it. So this is my desk area. So I have two desks actually. I have another desk over there, which is, I actually don't sit there very often. I do my makeup at work, but I have my makeup there, and then I have other stuff in there, but this is my desk area where I do all of my work, and this really helps me keep organized and stuff. So I'll show y'all around. I'm gonna hold my tripod to make things a little bit easier. So I have my chair, and I sit on top of two pillows because I'm short and my tripod is a little bit taller than me. I'm 5'5". I am not that tall. So when one of my subscribers / friends, Koji, met me, he was like, "You're a lot shorter in person / thinner in person." So my desk looks like a little bit of a hot mess right now. I have my phone, I have my camera case, I have my Xbox One controller because we're playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey, one of the best games ever, in Ulta coupon. Pens. This makes me aesthetically very happy. I love pens. This one's one of my favorites. The Jelly Roll pen in purple. And these, whatever these are called, Paper Mate, Ink Joys, whatever. Camera lighter. Christmas gifts idea for Paul. This is where the magic happens. We'll get there. I have my really awesome speakers. I have my mic that I use to film all of my videos. I have some candles because, it's really nice to have things smell good, right? I have my giant monitor, which I love. Paul built us gaming computers last year for Christmas, which was super rad. Another candle, and then I have my very impromptu, this is the GP Vegas playmat that I'm using as a mouse pad. I asked for a mouse pad for Christmas, so hopefully I'll get that. And then I have another monitor for when I streaming stuff there. I haven't streamed in a while though. I have my planner and then some washi tape because, on my water bottle, very important. And then paper. So that's a quick little desk tour, but I want to hop into talking about my notebook. Okay, so this is some insight into my magic video idea notebook. I got this notebook from my aunt for Christmas a couple years back, and basically what I like to do is I'm gonna first show you, they're not at the beginning of the notebook because I've since crossed out a lot of ideas and stuff like that, but basically, and y'all are getting a sneak peek into this really cool stuff, is pretty much what I do is I have two video lists here. The first video lists are lists that I will do these videos, and there's no really set number of how many I'll do. So for example, deck techs, I'm not gonna just deck tech, boom, cross it out. I'm gonna do a variety of deck techs on the decks I make. I might do budget deck techs, which I have listed over here. I also have underrated EDH cards under $1, things like that. Real talks, these are all videos that I will continuously film multiple parts of. So if I'm ever oh, what kind of video do I want to film, I can kind of go here and then make another list. So y'all have seen a bunch of these. Now these are videos that, these are kind of one-offs. These are videos that I'm not necessarily going to do again and again, for example, and I don't want to put these together because that's just really confusing to me. So this is kind of how I organize it. So these are one-off videos. Some of these are going to be filmed in the 12 days of MTG, that is what you guys are going to see. And then that's just kind of what I like to do. And then when I'm done with a video, I cross it out, and then basically what this looks like is I have completed lists. I have some that I don't have any ideas for right now. So I have EDH commanders. Now I only have 6 currently, but then I have to fill this gap. So one day I'll go through my notebook and I'll add and I'll fill in these gaps. Already filmed this video. This is the same thing. I need 2 more ideas to film that video. This is a video that's done. I've actually had this list for a really long time and I haven't filmed that video. So this is basically what my notebook looks like. It's pretty much all the same, and then I just have like all of my ideas. So some of them I don't put ideas for, but then other videos like these are on Blue EDH Commanders. I actually put thoughts that I wanted to specifically hint at there. And then I have more stuff here. So, and basically what I do when I'm done with the videos is I rip the paper out. So this is a video that I'm actually going to film right now. I already talked about this, Throne of Eldraine thoughts. And then this is Creatures Who Act as Removal Part 4. And then I'm actually going to put these cards on my Google Doc, which is what I'll show y'all next. So this is the description of what you guys see on my videos. And what I basically do is, this is a Google Doc and this is a living doc. I edit this document all the time, but some things stay the same. So I first have a bunch of people from Mages that I tagged, which is my local game store, my sponsor. I have my Twitch, and I have my email for business inquiries, and then I have my disclaimer. So this is basically what I like to do, is I like to go up here, and then I like to do cards mentioned. So for this video that I'm gonna film, I then add all of my cards mentioned in here. So if you guys like want to go back to it and stuff like that, and then after I film the video, I delete it, and then I copy and paste this whole thing and I put it into my description. The next thing I want to show you guys is my editing software. I use this Adobe Premiere Pro CC editing software, and I really like it. New project, and I'm going to title this video, Creature Removal 4, for example. And then you can like see my reflection. Hello, this is like really weird because it's just a black screen. And then this editing software opens up and it looks really confusing, and I am not a tech person, but Paul explained this to me because he's a tech person and kind of like gave me the 411 influence, but it's pretty straightforward. Actually, what I wanted to show you guys is in my pictures, I have a Magic Cards album, which is this album, and this is where I get all of the cards, where if I need to drag and drop cards, I can drag and drop them here. It's not gonna work right now because I don't have any video, but basically what I do is I save all the Magic cards that I ever use, and for images, and then I just plop them in there, and it makes things super easy. So this is how I get the effects of the cards on the screen, and it makes this editing software makes it really, really easy to do. So I forgot to show you guys one really important thing that I always do before I film a video, which is activate my voice recorder. So I click on my little voice recorder icon and it opens up this screen, and then I have my microphone here. What is this called? CADU37. I have no idea. This was about like $30 on Amazon. It works about the same as I want to say it's Blue Snowball. It's a little bit cheaper than that. I was actually going to ask for that, and then Paul was like, it's basically the same quality, so kind of just stick with that. But this is the microphone that I use, and I open it up my software, and basically what I do is, and see, you can see I have my holiday gift guide that I haven't even deleted yet, so like I need to do that. I like to clear this so that it's not like cluttered or anything, and basically what I do is I start this recording first, always, 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 and then I minimize it so it's not distracting to me. I don't know why that makes sense to me. So I minimize that recording, and then I start my audio. We just filmed that video. That video was 14 minutes and 30 seconds without edits, though I know we're gonna have to shave off a bunch in the beginning because I was starting the audio and then I had to check something and then I started the video. I usually like to do it in one way because Paul actually syncs it up for me because I'm really bad at it. Again, he's the more tech person, so I let him handle the tech things. And then basically now I'm gonna import the footage on here into my computer. Also, I figured I should mention the camera that I'm using. If I can find it, I'll list it in the down bar below. I just figured this is kind of like behind the scenes, so I figured, I don't know, this might be like a thing. I don't know where my tripod's from. It doesn't have any sort of like markings on it, so I can't tell you where it's from, but it's just a generic tripod. It has like settings so I can make it bigger and longer, which I really like. But it is a Canon SX720HS. It's about like $130 camera or so when I got it. Okay, so not this year, not the year before, but the year before that. It might have been like 2016 or 2017. It was one of those. It's been doing a great job. It's not like, this is not like $1,000 camera or like anything like that quality, but it is much better quality than what I was using before. My old camera I used for like 5 years and it did a great job, but it was just like, I had it for so long and I was using it and it needed, like it did the job kind of thing. So That sounded like it hurt, but it did not hurt. So yeah, pretty much after I film, I got off on a little tangent about my camera, but yeah, I'm gonna import this footage and I'll show y'all what that looks like. Cool, so all of my footage is imported into this folder, and pretty much it looks like a lot of footage right now because some of it double exported. This was like my holiday gift guide, which I need to delete those. And then I have the footage from this video, which is like a lot of like short little clips, and then the video for that we're like actually filming for. So this is and then I have my recording. This is the audio from my mic. So what I like to do is I like to rename this so that I don't get confused. So this is going to be called creature removal. If I spell anything wrong, I'm sorry. I'm typing one-handed. I know how to type, I promise. Great. And then what I do is I go to open file location, and then I have my video. This is my editing software, and then I go back here, and then this is my video, and then I pop it in there. Look at my lovely face. Yep, living my best life. So we have the audio and then we have the video. So what I do is I click, oh, did I click on the wrong one? Yeah, I go to here, where is it? Unlink, it's up here. Unlink, and this desyncs the audio and the video, and I delete the audio, and then I import the video, the audio, the new audio. Boom, that's done. And then Paul comes and works his magic and does this, because I don't know how to do this. It's very micromanagey and whatnot. But while we are here, I'm going to show y'all how to do my thumbnails. I am just saying I am not good with my thumbnails. I am like just throwing that out there, and I know that I'm not good with my thumbnails. I just use Paint. If you guys have any recommendations for softwares to use thumbnails, I would love to know, that are not too complicated. Oh my god, my girlfriend keeps texting me. But basically, this is my picture, and then so what I do is I go to paste from, and then I go to my magic cards, and I pick a card that I want to put on the thumbnail. So, like, I don't try to pick the first one, and I don't try to pick the last one, but if we go here, which one do I kind of want to... Ooh, let's put Tessa on there. Tessa is a really good card, and I like to pick one that I am pretty high on, that I'm like, okay, oh my god, Christy. One of my friends in Bridesmaids is like texting me like crazy. She and I do the same thing where we just like text each other like 7,000 things. So then great, I edit the card, and then I go to this little text box feature up here, and then I boom pop in the name of the card of the video. I don't like to make these too long because it gets a little bit jank. Oh, and the thing is really small right now. Oh my god, and I don't know how to type, but you know. I feel like this video is a little bit more informal than, I mean, I don't feel like any of my videos are crazy formal, but like, I feel like for this video, I was like, I don't really have to make this video like crazy, like wild, like I'm a very professional person. Like I am not a professional person. Like that is not who I am as a person, you know what I mean? Let's chuck a little EDH in there because we can. Make this a little bit bigger so that it can be seen. We can make that even a little bit bigger than that. So let's go to like 275. This is a lot of playing. This is a lot of like tinkering. And then let's pick a color. Like this color, like you can clearly see it in like the background. It looks really nice. Let's just, and then this is again kind of like tinkering. Like let's kind of like move it around. I think we can actually make this a little bit bigger. 290. Let's try that. Perfect. That looks really great. Let's move this up a little bit. So this is like the process of thumbnails, right? Is like it takes, I mean, this doesn't take like very long, but yeah, boom, that's the thumbnail. I like this color a lot. And then we click on resize. I go to 700 because I always know that that makes it small. I click save as, and then I go into thumbnails, and it doesn't really matter what I call it because I usually delete my thumbnails after I do that. Boom, I save, and then I always check under here. It's under 2 megabits pixel. I don't know what that means, but anyways, it's a little bit of thumbnail now. Great, we finished that task. Done. Good job, team. Oh, we have a notification. Has someone commented on one of my videos? Someone commented, chill guy, seems like a bearded EDH sage. I'm Chuck. I love Chuck. He's one of my favorite people of all time. Anyways, basically I cut off and I delete this excess footage. And then, like I said, we just plop our images when we need to talk about them. So for example, say I was like talking about active trees in there. it pops up. I'm just gonna show you guys an example for the sake of this video. And then I go up here where it says effects control, and I go to motion, and then I go back here, and then I go boop, and then I plop it up in the corner. And then I can increase the duration. So if I need to make it shorter, I need to make it longer, I can do that, but I don't need active tracing because I'm not talking about that card. So pop. And that is how I do my videos. Oh man, my camera battery is yelling at me. Don't worry, I have the backup. Cool, so another thing that I do for my videos, first we're gonna zoom this out. I like it when it's tight. I don't like it when it's like spread out too far. I don't know how to explain that, but okay, cool. So then I go to my YouTube section and I have all my awesome Mage's Sanctum gear. So I first grab this thing, and this is this little logo that y'all see. And so I go here, click on this, and then I make this nice and small, and then I plop it down here. I kind of put it wherever, but I've recently been liking it in this little corner over there. And then I just drag this throughout the entire video. And then I also do it for the end screen annotations, which have not been cooperating lately, and my music that is like a loyalty-free music. One thing I also noticed was my Mage's Sanctum logo is actually getting blocked out by the by my sweater, because my sweater is a really dark color, so I'm just gonna plop it into the other corner. Cool, after that is done, I have my end screen annotation. So I have this, and then I have my audio, and pretty much what I like to do is my audio is actually a little bit louder, so I like to go to where it says audio gain, and I like to minus it by 15. So it sounds a lot more in sync. So this is like the end of the video. That is it for this video. Thanks for hanging out, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. So it's a clear like audio difference. I didn't want to share with you the other what it sounded like because it was very insane. So I do this for about like 12-ish seconds or so. Boom. That's good. I kind of just feel it out. I stop it wherever I like, and then I use my little slice tool and I cut what I don't need. Boom, boom, and then I'm gonna go back in and do this for all of the other ones. Now, the more cards I talk about, obviously, the more work it is for me, but I get into a little rhythm with it, and then it just is very straightforward. If I have a lot of cards, I play some music, and then I, you know, live my best life, and this card doesn't need to be adjusted, so. But I only have 10 cards, so it's not really gonna take me very long, but. Woo, so my video is officially done. Being edited, so then I go up and where it says export and I click on media on this editing software, and then I go here and then there's like 3 million things on here of how to export, but I go to YouTube 720 HP. Export my video is 13 minutes and 35 seconds, which is a pretty good length for me. I feel like I try to stick kind of like in that range, but this is the whole video edited. If I were to give you guys like a time frame, like this video has been a little bit hard, I feel like, to guess, because honestly, like, you guys are seeing like what it's like, but like I haven't given you timestamps of like how long this is like taken and stuff, and I'm also filming that video with this video, so it's a little bit different. But I would say this video, when I started to record and then the edits and stuff, was about 14.5 minutes long. So that's 14.5 minutes right there. Setup for the video, the list that I made, that can take me, it kind of depends, because I don't necessarily make a list, film it immediately. I may have had that list made for weeks at a time. Some videos I've had for months at a time, and I just don't get around to filming it, or I want to film other videos first. So it just totally depends. Like that list, if it's a video where I'm going through my decks, I mean, that could take like 10 minutes, it could take 20 minutes, you know, it just kind of depends. So let's just say 15 for a nice even number. So that's 15 minutes for that. And then, what else do we need
what else do I need to do? So the actual editing, that is totally dependent. Like the actual process that I just showed you now of editing the cards and stuff, it depends. If it's a video where I'm actually showing a lot of cards, that obviously takes more time because the cards need to be actually edited themselves in the timestamps of the video precisely. So if I start talking about one card, it has to be, I'm talking about that card. And then when I stop talking about that card. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I have to make it so the timestamps match up, so the cards, so I have to be paying attention. Compared to like a real talk where I can kind of just let that be background noise. I'm kind of like listening in the background and I'm doing other stuff. So there's that. The editing, maybe editing takes, honestly, since you're stopping the video so much and you're getting those timestamped end screen, I would say it probably takes double the time of the video. So that video was about 14.5 minutes. Double the time is like 20, that's like 29 minutes of editing time, because you're listening to the whole video all the way through and you're editing for those little stops. It might take a little bit less. Maybe this one took me like 25 minutes or something like that. So we got 25 minutes and then I said 15 minutes for the thing, so that's 45 minutes right there. The actual video was like 14 minutes, so we're at like an hour basically for pretty much one video. And then I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I showed you that oh, and then so like that is like all of what I just talked about. And then you have also too, I'm just saying, like, I'm not telling you these numbers to be like to get you to feel a certain way. I'm just doing this video because I thought it would be interesting. Like, I feel like sometimes some people are like, oh my god, y'all, like this video took me like 20 hours to like edit, like feel pity for me. It's like, dude, like, you're choosing to do this. Like, you can spend as much time or as little time. Like, I feel like some people get really high into the editing, which is just not my jams. Exporting, so this machine, just to give you some context that I'm using, my computer is a really high-tech gaming computer. This computer is very expensive and it works very well, and it is like quickest internet reaction times like I've ever seen. It is wild and I love it. So this machine runs really well, so it exports videos very quickly. I didn't capture what it was like at the beginning, but this is probably like 5 minutes or so of exporting for around a 13.5-minute video. It used to take me on my laptop. I actually still have my laptop. It's a Lenovo from, I want to say 2013 or 2014, so it's definitely very old and worn, and it's, I mean, I've used it like every single day, so it's like, and for at this point, I use it for watching YouTube videos is literally like the main thing I do on it. I pretty much do everything else on my phone, but anyways, so it takes about 5 minutes or so for this video to export, obviously the longer the video, and then I import this footage into YouTube, which is maybe like 10 minutes or so for a video this size. I'm also charging my other camera battery. I have 2 camera batteries, which has honestly been one of the best things ever because honestly, I feel like it has saved my butt so many times. So great. So my video finished. There was like a little like pop-up here that was like showing it was exporting, but it's done now, which is fabulous. Also, engagement photo. Isn't this stunning? The amount of compliments I've gotten, just blown away. Yeah, this was the camera. I'll list the number below. Cool. So we go to YouTube and we click on our little friend up there to upload video. Okay, and so that is pretty much it. I didn't know how much I could show you in like the actual in-depth, like the YouTube side of things, like editing and stuff, like what I do. I didn't want to show that. I don't know why that wouldn't be allowed, but I like wasn't sure, so I just decided not to show it. But it's pretty basic, editing the description, all that kind of stuff, doing like the end screen, doing the title, the thumbnail, like importing the thumbnail, doing the tags. The tags takes a little bit of time. That is the Roomba. Why? Sorry y'all, I got cut off because the Roomba rudely interrupted me, but that is pretty much it. I don't know how much of this there's gonna be a lot of editing in this video because there's gonna be like little bips and little bops everywhere, but I hope this video was interesting. I hope that it kind of like gave you guys some insight. At first I thought I was gonna do a more like throughout the day type process, but then I was like, why don't I just focus on one video and just kind of like show like what I do and like how long things take. I would say like the average video, like I kind of give y'all some timestamps, like is probably like an hour and a half of time, I would say, but you know, I've done videos that like the one on the stuff the magic players say, that video took me like 3 hours to edit, and like that video took a really long time, and it was like a 6-minute video because it had so many short clips, right? So it was like very but it was so fun. Like, the video was really great, and I do want to do a second part of that, and I already have ideas in the works for doing a second part because that was just such a fun video. But I really hope you guys like this video. Like my video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.